Hello, Days of Our Lives fans. Welcome back to another thrilling edition of TV Days Drama Digest. Today, we're diving into a heartbreaking and dramatic storyline that has the potential to shake Salem to its core. We're talking about Tate and Sophia, two characters whose love story is on the verge of a devastating turn. Could the sweet, innocent moments leading up to their baby's arrival turn into a tragedy that will haunt them forever? Let's explore this emotional roller coaster of a plot where premature labor, uncertainty, and heartbreak could change their lives in an instant. So grab your tissues and get ready, because this story is about to take us to the edge of our seats. A love story on the brink. Tate and Sophia's love story has been unfolding quietly in the background, with the couple growing closer as they prepare for the arrival of their baby. Tate, always the gentleman, has been doing his best to keep Sophia happy, supporting her throughout her pregnancy and ensuring she feels loved and cared for. As with any expectant couple, there's a mix of excitement and nervousness, and the pressure of impending parenthood can be overwhelming. But before the stresses of impending labor fully consume Sophia, Tate wants to give her a glimpse of normalcy, a moment where she can feel like a teenager again, free from the worries and anxieties that pregnancy can bring. With that in mind, Tate plans a beautiful evening out for the two of them, a ball. It's a chance for Sophia to dress up, dance, and enjoy a night of fun before the baby takes center stage in their lives. Sophia, though nervous about the impending labor, agrees to attend the ball. It's a sweet gesture that shows just how much Tate cares for her, but what starts as a simple, romantic evening soon takes a dark and unexpected turn. As the night unfolds, what should have been a joyful celebration turns into a nightmare that will test the strength of their relationship and their ability to cope with a tragedy that none of them saw coming. The ball, a night that starts with promise. As the night of the ball arrives, the couple is full of anticipation. Sophia, while still feeling the weight of her nerves, allows herself to relax in the comforting presence of Tate. It's clear that she wants to enjoy herself, to hold on to the moments of joy before everything changes. The ball represents a fleeting moment of normalcy, a chance for the two of them to connect before the overwhelming responsibilities of parenthood take over. But even though they're trying to keep their spirits high, there's an undercurrent of tension that runs through the evening. Sophia's pregnancy is full term, but as anyone who's been through labor knows, it's impossible to predict when the baby will arrive. And as the evening progresses, Sophia's nerves begin to get the best of her. The excitement of the ball gives way to growing discomfort. She can feel the pressure building, the cramps, the tightening of her abdomen, and her anxiety starts to surge. Tate notices that something is wrong. At first, he tries to brush it off, telling himself that it's just the usual discomfort of late pregnancy. But Sophia's face tells a different story. Her fear and concern are palpable. As the pain intensifies, it becomes clear that what they thought would be a fun, carefree night is turning into a frightening emergency. The sudden onset of premature labor out of nowhere, the worst possible scenario, begins to unfold. Sophia goes into premature labor during the ball, and what should have been a celebratory evening turns into an overwhelming crisis. Tate, who was just moments ago trying to keep the mood light and fun, is now faced with the terrifying reality that his baby could be born far too early, with the uncertainty and fear that come with it. The atmosphere at the ball shifts from joy to panic as Tate rushes to get Sophia to safety. The sudden onset of labor is a devastating blow, and the tension builds as every minute feels like an eternity. Sophia, frightened and unsure of what's happening, clings to Tate, who is struggling to stay calm for her sake. The clock is ticking, and the fear of losing their baby becomes a constant, overwhelming presence. As they rush to the hospital, the emotional toll of the situation begins to hit both of them. Tate, always the protector, can't help but feel the weight of the moment. He wants nothing more than to keep Sophia and their baby safe, but he is helpless in the face of an unpredictable and life-threatening situation. And for Sophia, the fear of not being able to bring her child into the world safely is a nightmare she can't seem to escape. The heartbreaking reality, a loss that could shatter them. As we all know, premature birth is fraught with risks, and even though modern medicine has made incredible advances in neonatal care, there's no guarantee that a premature baby will survive. The uncertainty of the situation weighs heavily on both Tate and Sophia, and as they sit in the waiting room, time seems to stand still. The doctors are doing everything they can to stabilize the baby, but the outcome is still uncertain. Sophia's mind races with worry. She can't stop thinking about the baby, wondering if it will be strong enough to survive. Tate, too, is overwhelmed with fear, unable to shake the thought that their baby might not make it. The sense of helplessness is unbearable as they wait for any news from the doctors. Every second feels like an eternity, and neither one of them can bear the thought of losing the child they've been so eagerly waiting for. The possibility of losing their baby to premature birth is a reality they may have to face, and the emotional devastation that would follow is unimaginable. The hope they've been clinging to, the dream of becoming parents, could be dashed in an instant. Sophia and Tate's love story could very well take a heartbreaking turn, and the bond they share would be tested like never before. A heartbreaking decision. What will the future hold? If this tragedy unfolds as spoilers suggest, the aftermath of the loss could have lasting consequences for both Sophia and Tate. The grief of losing a child is something that many couples never fully recover from, and the emotional scars could define the rest of their lives. Would they be able to find their way back to each other after such a devastating loss, or would the tragedy pull them apart? If they do lose the baby, there will undoubtedly be a long and painful journey ahead for both of them. Tate, ever the protector, will feel like he failed to keep Sophia and their baby safe. Sophia, struggling with her own guilt and sorrow, will need Tate's support more than ever. The emotional turmoil that comes with the loss of a child is something that could threaten to tear them apart, but it could also serve as a catalyst for growth and healing if they choose to face the pain together. For Days of Our Lives fans, this storyline promises to be an emotional roller coaster that will leave everyone holding their breath. Will Tate and Sophia's baby survive the premature birth, or will the couple be forced to say goodbye to the child they've been dreaming of? It's a heartbreaking story that could leave a permanent mark on their relationship, and we can only hope that their love for one another is strong enough to survive the pain of this tragedy. Conclusion. A love tested by tragedy. The journey ahead for Tate and Sophia is uncertain, filled with twists and turns that could lead to either heartbreak or healing. As we watch this tragedy unfold, we are reminded of the fragility of life and the power of love to either pull us together or tear us apart. Will Tate and Sophia find a way to overcome the pain and loss, or will this heartbreaking event define their future? Only time will tell. But one thing is for certain, this is a story that will leave fans on the edge of their seats, eagerly awaiting the next chapter in Tate and Sophia's emotional journey. We hope you enjoyed it and look forward to sharing more with you in the future. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe TV Days Drama Digest for more updates on Days of Our Lives.